Hey y'all, happy Monday. I'm gonna be doing the Shelby today, and as you can see here, I've set up my paint. I've been restructuring my work desk, so I have my paint hood set up here. Gonna be doing some painting and some priming of the Shelby. So yeah, happy Monday, everyone. Let me hop in the Discord as well. Yeah, let me just do that in case someone wants to join there. I'm gonna go for at least a couple hours. Yeah. Well, I'll see. But I do have stuff to do, unlike the last couple times where I've kind of dragged stuff out. But mainly I have to kind of clean up my airbrushes midway through. And yeah. So I'll stay in the Discord as well. But yeah, so first I just want to take a little bit of inventory, and when I get to kind of this part with, here's my paint hood, when I get to that part, I am, just adjust this, my airbrushes are actually deep cleaned. What happened before the holidays was that I got the needles confused, so I got a whole set of new needles and nozzles for Master Airbrush. Now, I don't know if they're compatible with the Iwata. And as far as priming goes, just try and get this to focus. Use my headphone cover. It's not really focusing well, but this came out really nicely, just airbrushed. Let me see. Focus it like this. It doesn't like this background, but it doesn't matter. You'll see it close up in the hood. But yeah, it came out really nice. Like, you can see the detail, no priming. And what I'm gonna do for the parts that are painted black or like steel or aluminum, and that's one thing I'm gonna go through now. I'm gonna organize parts by into little baggies first, and I'll get to the fun stuff. But yeah, and I wanted to stream this because otherwise I'd be too lazy to just do it on my own. But yeah, anyway, so let me actually get the instruction manual from, I have it in a different room. 1 second. Yeah, so first thing first. Now, there are a lot of paints for this kit, as you can kind of see here, and I have most of these. I have brass somewhere else, gold I think I have, like transparent red I don't have amber, but I have turn signal amber. So most of these I have. They're not going to all apply to the engine. The main thing, which people on Discord know, was I was super excited about this bad guy, the Ford engine blue, Ford GM engine blue Ford. There's many ways this is called. I still have the toothpick that kind of shows how it looks like on wood. So anyways, hopefully people will join. I've actually set up a schedule that I'm gonna try to abide by, and yeah, so yeah, I'm live in Discord too. People come along, I'll be there. If people want to chat, feel free, chime in. So, right. The engine, I will want to prime for sure, and I'm keeping it as a separate piece. So, what I'm doing now is I'm just looking at the engine will all be Ford engine blue up until these kind of radiator parts. So let's see, the manifold. The manifold I painted in, I believe, steel. So what I will do is, yeah, I will put the initial, and I won't prime the steel pieces. So yeah, I'm a little tight on space just because I have my vent hood that takes up a third of my workbench. I'm kind of squeezed in with my chair, but let's get to it. I'm just gonna keep track. I got these little plastic bags right here, and this is the build along I'm doing for disc reverse bump. So the exhausts are also steel colored. Let me do this. I'm gonna pop this out. And of course, I always like to. I'm an enamel guy. I do as much as I can in enamel. But I will. Let me say this new bench is working out well. It's a little more. It's like a little tighter in terms of seating or standing, but it's nice to sit. I'm not sure if I can get. I'm just getting the tack out. If I can get it, I can get it. If not, that's not the biggest deal. There's tack stuck inside. It won't really interfere. Yeah, I'll just leave it in there. So yeah, I'll get a new baggie. Manifold goes here. Left and right exhausts I'll put here. This is just for color coordination. I'm not doing everything like a series of identical, or I'm not doing everything as per manual. I'll stop blabbing for a bit and talk about my day. Day was good. I mean, Mondays are Mondays, but I was off work for a while and I returned to work today, which was good. And yeah, okay. So these go here. This is a single component. I don't know what it's called, but it hooks onto the manifold. In fact, I could have painted it together, but that's fine. But I will want to be mindful of the order of the pieces. So I'm back in Boston and it's quite warm. It's cold during the night, but warm during the day. So I'll set the chassis aside for a bit. I'll probably, if that's I'm assuming like a steel or a black, I'm not gonna prime. I will repaint in black, but I'm not gonna prime. I was watching J7 earlier on Twitch, and he does figures mostly. But yeah, he does figures, and like that's neat. But I was surprised to see he was doing a whole tank as well. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so steel pieces. What I'll do, well, this will be obvious it's steel, but still, I'll label these simply by toothpick identification. And I'm not really going to mix around the pigment too much with the thinner. I just want like a micro dab. No pun intended for those who dab. Just trying to make it more lively. I mean, I'll be on for a bit. I know it takes some time for people to join. Okay, so steel. Let's see. I'm looking at all the steel components in the 300 level, and I will clear coat too before gluing. Yeah. So steel. There's quite a lot of steel pieces, and maybe that will be my focus. Did I cut out part number 10 on the screw? So yeah, for those joining, I'm just kind of going through inventory right now, organizing pieces by color or parts. I don't know if it's pieces or parts. I go back and forth. Yeah, so as per the Shelby manual right here, I'm jumping around a little bit. Some parts will be primed, some won't. The ones that will be primed will be this engine, because it's a blue, and I don't want blue over black. So yeah, let me simultaneously, and I'm actually going to check a reference picture that I posted myself in the Discord. I think it's called like the radiator belt, if I would have to guess. Which is both steel and black, I would guess. That's the belt itself. Yeah. No, it's a few colors. So F, I'm guessing F is like silver, not steel. Okay, so that's slightly different. I'll save that for a different day. And B is a flat black. That will go in its. Will go along with the engine because it's its own color. Well, this engine I'm priming, so the radiator belt separately in this bag. This will be a long build. I'm not gonna make it in time for April, the group build, but I'm doing what I can. Okay. Let me also find, what I want to find is part number 10. I believe I have cut it out of the sprue. I just want to locate it. Let me also gather the black parts. The flat black parts. There's another bag for that. And I'll use the toothpick. So this part is black. The fan is black, flat black. And I have a whole bunch of different blacks from previous car builds. Let's see. This right here is a gloss black. This is a gold, so nice. I do have gold that will come in here. Black. I might need to reorder, but like these last a while if I take good care of them. See if I can actually unscrew. Maybe I can't. Oh, this one's tough. Hey, I can't guess if this is Cav or Bart. Let me check the Discord.
Bart would never sound like that.
Yeah. Have you been the viewer, or are you just joining in the Discord?
I just saw you in Discord. Oh, you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I just started. I am gonna get to the actual painting of the airbrushing of the Shelby. Because I'm jumping around, I'm taking inventory of different parts. And
hold on, give me 1 minute.
Take your
my
time.
wife just walked in.
Take your time. And actually, as I was showing earlier, like the manifold came out great without priming. So I'm not gonna prime anything that's like steel or silver. I want that black undertone below. Yeah. How's your I guess for you it's Tuesday or Monday still? So yeah, I'm just usually I get these open pretty easily. This one won't budge, so I'll put some thinner in the cap. Let's see. Go ahead, that's I want something too sharp. No, let's save this for later. I'm not going to be painting black today. I'm going to be painting steel and priming the engine. What I will do is I'll mark it with ultimate spray. Just clear black. So. Sorry, that's harsh on the mic. This won't spray either. Doesn't matter. I know it's black. As people know, I can get OCD about little things like this, but my models come out nice. Yeah, so I think today I will be painting various parts in steel, including the chassis. So the chassis I'll paint in steel today, which is here. Yeah. But Cav, you're back.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Cool. No, don't be sorry. How was your Monday or Tuesday on your end, I guess?
Been drinking.
Okay.
I was dealing with my son had a near miss, so he was telling me about it on Facebook or WhatsApp. So
like near miss in terms of the military?
He was working. No. He
Oh,
was working someplace in a tree branch that they were trying to take down, or something fell near him, kind of thing. Would have knocked him out, kind of thing. Blah,
is
blah,
he
blah.
okay? He's okay though.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
okay.
that's what's important.
Yeah, no worries.
I
So he'd
yeah.
send a
No.
voice message,
Arbory
and the
can
wife.
be dangerous.
Yeah, well, he's a
Yeah.
plumber, so
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
not used to dealing with things falling from above, per se.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
He was. I'm having Irish whiskey, of course.
Nice.
Yeah,
I had some
your
bourbon
good
earlier
choice.
today.
How's Big Pete doing?
I'm doing good. Today was my first day getting back to work after kind of a month-long leave, which you already kind of alluded to.
Back to work, or like my
Yeah,
work?
I mean, I work for the VA as a data analyst, but
Oh,
we work
those,
mostly online.
right?
So it was just
I jokingly say that.
yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, not too eventful. I was looking forward to streaming all day. I actually set up a stream schedule that I will try to adhere to. I haven't been
It's
going
hard.
on so yeah. I mean, I know like you know what stream setup or screen setup is like. Like sometimes it takes 45 minutes because you mess up one or two things and like the wind is already
I,
knocked out of you and like you're not as you're a bit discouraged to start, but yeah.
I think a lot of people fail to realize, and we've brought this up on streams in the past and stuff, is that streamers have like that phobia or thing, like, okay, what am I going to present? What am I going to do while I'm on stream? Is it going to be enough to carry the stream? Is it like, these are all thoughts that we have when we're about to go stream and stuff, and thinking like most people just want to hear somebody in the background and they're like surfing the web, or
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, people
Moving
want to
their
be
body like this
engaged.
or
That's the key thing. People want to be engaged
right.
with
So
whatever they do. Hey, I mean, it might
I
sound
get you.
silly. Do you think you could just like open up a tab for my stream just so my averages go up? I know it
Oh,
sounds
I'm on.
dumb.
Yeah, no, no. I have.
Oh, okay.
I'm
It's just
watching right now.
OBS.
Yeah.
OBS gets delayed sometimes. So okay, you see what I'm doing. I'm just.
No, I'm here.
I wanna show the manifold. It came out really nicely without the primer in steel.
I'm looking at all your little green Ziploc bags and
Yeah,
all that fun stuff.
I'm organizing by what I'm gonna paint, so I can get this. I think if I put it against this black and I can adjust the zoom. So like you can even see the let me tap this.
You have to put your hand like behind it, or put it
Yeah.
in the middle of the black, and then like center the black on the camera. So like the majority of it. Well, no, you gotta have behind it. Yeah, there you go. It should zoom in to your hand.
You can it should be on like
You gotta be close to
autofocus.
it. No, you gotta be, yeah, like that's what I said. Put your hand right underneath it.
Yeah. But
No, underneath it,
it's a smartphone.
because it's gonna zoom on the bigger picture, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so if you hold it there, it should snap to it. Should.
I don't have to be
Sometimes
zoomed
it
in this
doesn't.
much. I think
You know what I
that's the
mean?
issue.
Like it's like, instead of it focusing on
This
something
is
in the background.
a lot better. And let me
There you
turn on.
go. There, it's better.
Yeah, so like that came out nice without any priming.
Mm.
And you can see the numbering. And this was hand brushed. But I'm gonna be airbrushing today and I'll zoom in a little bit now. I'm gonna be airbrushing and I don't need to do a deep clean actually. I've done the deep clean. I need to figure out the needles for either the master or the Wada. And aside from the caliper, before the holidays, like I ordered, where'd I put it? I ordered like, here they are, like a set of 3 or 2
So,
needles and
so
nozzles. So I just gotta.
what do
figure
you
that
mean
out.
by figuring out the needle? What are you trying to figure out?
Well, I guess there's nothing to figure out if like the nozzle corresponds to the needle.
Wait,
But I
so
have to figure out if the
dig it-
master needle will work with an Iwata. Because
Yeah,
I've heard.
that you got to figure out.
Yeah.
That's whether a different brand works with the brand. But the bigger the needle, the bigger the spray. Right. So the smaller the line you want, the smaller the needle you want. But also don't forget that the needle tip and needle cup and all that kind of stuff changes versus the needle that you're going to put in as well.
Yeah. No, I get everything's interconnected. So my main priority is actually just painting without primer, uh, airbrushing this in steel, and I have a bunch of enamel paints, and as you know, I'm an enamel guy. But steel's gonna be my focus, so I just wanna
It's
find an
it's fine to
groove.
do it without primer per se, but
Yeah.
sometimes like I'm finding now with chrome, like I'm trying to do chrome, like it was highly suggested that I do it with a gloss black underneath. And I've
Mm.
seen what the videos show up when people say they put a gloss black. I did not have a gloss black, so I ended up grabbing a black I thought was gloss, and it ended
I
up
got
being
a
a
gloss
flat
black.
black, and it didn't end up chrome, even though it's paint plastic for chrome. Alclad 2 should have came out very shiny, and it didn't. It came out more as a silver. So sometimes having that primer or coat underneath, and I'm not trying to
Yeah.
sway you towards primer. I'm just saying sometimes you need to think about that.
Yeah. No, I mean I like how the silver came out, and I mean I have chrome parts for the chrome parts.
Because
So
I stripped
I'm
my
willing
chrome.
to.
The
Oh, you strip it.
I stripped it. Well, this is my first time doing it. I put it in
Okay.
bleach, right? And I stripped the chrome parts. Unfortunately, this part that I want to make chrome was not chrome in the beginning. Otherwise, I probably would have left it chrome.
Yep.
Because the chrome looks actually nice. It's done on it. It's finely detailed, not like some kits that you get. So I may leave some of them as chrome, just because it's just easier than what I've experienced so far. Because I'm like playing with detail on the engine. So my problem. I don't mean to keep talking. This is your
No,
screen.
I enjoy this
But-
technical talk.
I've just been messing with this engine the whole time. I don't know, and I've done one side, and then like I'm messing with the. I'm putting copper lines in, which I'm seeing in the reference photos. But now I'm like, okay, well, where do these copper lines run? And I got to make sure that they are twisted before I attach them to the actual engine, before I even actually switch to the other side of the engine, because this engine is the showcase, right, of
Right.
what I'm doing. So
Same for me.
yeah.
Same for me.
So I'm doing custom. Right? I'm doing that
You're doing the
extra
custom.
things that aren't normally provided with the kit.
Oh yeah.
So
No, I know all about that. Same here. I mean, I'm not doing like homemade stuff, but I got a bunch of like spare parts from the car model garage shop online. Okay, so this is what I want. This piece, which sits above the engine. Yeah, this I like my new seated setup. But when you can probably see here, this is my paint hood. I got it all to fit. I'm a little crammed with it, but that's fine. It beats standing for 3 hours. Let me actually have that flash on. It's gonna help. Yeah, this
I don't tend to spray in animals and stuff. I'm like pretty much stick to acrylics for the most part.
I love spraying
So
enamels.
for me, it's like I got a paint booth, and then it hasn't been opened in probably a year or so. When I
Enamels
spray my
aren't that
acrylics, I
bad.
just spray my
It,
acrylic.
it's the lacquer-based Tamiya sprays actually, which are super nice, but and Claire's, they really reek up the place. But the
Yeah,
paint
I'd say
booth, it kind of keeps everything contained too.
oh,
That's why I like it.
no doubt,
Yep.
no doubt. I got like a whole when I first got into it, like said, okay, I'm gonna do modeling and how much money. I said, okay, I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of real color from an AK, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they seemed like the best paint at the time. And I bought a bunch of sets of you know, browns and grays and stuff from World War II, German stuff, which is where I wanted to concentrate. And then I started spraying them, and the wife was like, "Oh no, those are way too stinky." And I
Yep.
was like, "Okay." So
No,
those have
I
sat on
hear
the
you.
shelf ever since. So I moved to acrylics, and I'm fine with acrylics. I mean, I get what Duck and everybody else says. Yes, they provide that coverage straight off and everything else. Whereas you got to work with water, but I've gotten used to them, and I can weather very well with like water-based pencils, stuff like that, versus trying to go for enamel washes and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Oh, detailing like that, you can do any. I mean, there's a lot of room for experimentation.
that's why I always say it's based on the individual, what you're used to, right? What works for you doesn't work for me. So
Yeah, so I just want a couple more steel pieces. Because as I mentioned, I'm jumping ahead. I don't know what this is called. It kind of sits above the engine. It's like this piece right here. I don't know if you can kind of make out where I'm focusing. I'll show it in the instruction sheet. It's piece number 10 right here, kind of on top. Sits above step 2, that like upper top piece. It goes below a circular kind of chrome disc. Maybe it's to vent heat, I don't know. But that should get painted in steel color. The engine I will be priming for sure. The like bulk of the engine. Because I don't think
it's a personal choice.
Yeah. This blue, I wanna like blank slate for this. You know, this is my new prized possession. This Ford engine blue. Yeah, okay, so a couple more and steel. I'll jump to the next section. So all of this will be steel.
You put yours all in Ziploc bags.
This is just like for this.
I use a lock box, like not a lock box, but like a bigger box that has like 10 compartments in it. I'll put all the model pieces in there.
This is new for me. I used to like just put them all in a Ziploc, but this will make like, because there's like 20 paints for this kit. And organizing it this way will kind of make it easier. I am jumping ahead in terms of painting, at least, to kind of consolidate.
I really don't like painting as you go. I'd rather paint it all at once, kind of thing.
I'm in the middle.
But
yeah, I'm in the middle where I'll do a few steps.
I get that you got to do a certain portion before you assemble because you won't be able to get to it, especially on planes, like the interior versus the exterior. But yeah, like I primed my whole frame, my car, but I haven't painted it yet.
What I will do, there's a couple of these and everything, like I guess the exhausts themselves. That I can start with those, and that'll be the last part. I kind of pop out.
If that's your instructions, how are you going to say this going to take you 3 months? That's very simple.
I go on hiatuses, but I'm gonna do a lot of modifications. I want a heat stain. And like, I'm aiming for like sub plasma level with this. Let's see.
Go for it.
I mean, my Chevy came out nice with kind of the polishing compound and stuff like that. Honestly, I'd love to present this at a competition. Okay, so
did you ever make affiliate?
I'm on 54 subscribers. I just need my averages to be up. That's all.
I was like, where's your subscriber? I was like,
no followers. I mean, yeah. So I'm on like 54, 55.
Hit followers.
I just need to stream like for another hour this month, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for the clout. I'm doing it.
I was like,
but it still counts.
Is it time for me to give you a subprime? I've been waiting to give you a subprime, and like, no, it's not there. I can't do it.
What's a subprime?
Oh, if you have a Amazon Prime account,
Oh, I have
which
Amazon
is
Prime.
right, you can give once per month. You can give a Prime sub, right,
Mm-hmm.
and it's free.
Mm.
But the user gets like $2-3 out of it, whatever. Actually, you get more that way than you do from an
Gotcha.
actual sub from Twitch.
Gotcha.
But it's free. It's a free sub, right?
Yeah.
So like I try and dedicate that one to people that don't get a lot of subs,
Makes sense.
right?
Yeah.
So I try and give that one away. It's free, right? Granted, but I try and give that one away to people that whatever. So you get once per month. You can do that. Same. All you gotta do is hit the sub button, and it'll ask you, "Do you want to use your Prime sub?" You're like, "Oop, yeah."
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So yeah, just just a way. Hey, why not give somebody $2, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
So all those that are watching, all which includes all of me in the moment.
There was
Only says
someone else
one.
briefly, at least according to OBS.
Yeah, I think you got nothing but bots other than me.
My least favorite part of scale modeling has actually become like trimming off the flashing. But this is so much better than the Italeri kit, the F18.
Well, I spent the money and bought a set of God hand nippers, right? And I ordered from Japan. Here in Europe, they run and in the States, they run about $90 to $100 or 120
Oh wow.
bucks. Okay, and they're supposed to give you the cleanest edge and cut the sprues like butter.
These
Right?
are good. I got these for 40 from Tamiya, but I'm sure what you're describing is better. But still, I mean, there's residual flashing
Yeah,
on other.
they don't pinch at an angle. They're a single blade cutter, so they have a flat edge and then an angled edge,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they nip in a straight line rather than do a pinch.
Yep.
Uh, so it leaves less of a nub. And like I said, it's supposed to be super sharp and do all this kind of thing. Anyways, they were on a slow boat. We ordered those like 2 months ago. It arrived. I ordered it with Kid Checker and a group bunch of stuff with a bunch of kids,
Mm-hmm.
and it just arrived at his house this Friday. So now I gotta wait for him to get around to going up to Germany, go across the border, and post them to me.
Right.
I told him not to fondle my nipples, but nippers, not nipples, nippers, too much.
Nippers.
So I will be showing those off whenever I get those in
Just a
house.
sec. I'm gonna pop a nicotine lozenge. Be back in a sec.
I'll go have a cigarette at the same time. So I'll be back.
Alright, so just bear with me for a sec. I'm gonna swap over my tripod to the paint booth area because I'm gonna get this airbrushing situation going and see how it fares. Yeah, so first I gotta put in those needles and actually swab with what's really, because it's been a while. I did the deep clean, but there's some left in the barrel. I'm gonna put on some like Tamiya airbrush cleaner, which is like very hot. and it definitely has like a pungent chemically scent to it. Okay. I am glad, because I use my iPhone as like my main cam. I am glad I have like a versatile tripod that does help out with a lot of this.
Your main screen is still black.
I know it's intentional. It's because I'm self-conscious about moving around a tripod. That's all. But I'll pop it.
Just let you know. I'm still smoking from the balcony, but I can see my screen.
It's back.
Balcony, so.
Yeah. So here are my. Let me just adjust this because this came out funky. And I don't have to block it. I'll just rotate it. Rotate counterclockwise. Nope. No, that was actually right. Okay, counterclockwise. Properties. Okay. Cool. So, yeah. I'm not gonna use the calipers. I probably will need them someday. And to make life
nice to have when
simple,
you scratch building.
Yep. And when I get a bit inconfident as a man, you know, just to double check. Yeah. So I'm gonna put away. I'm definitely not throwing them out, but I'm just gonna put aside the older stuff. I'm gonna put the Iwata into the
Don't
side.
feel self-conscious. Do what you gotta do.
Oh, that was a joke. Okay. So, yeah. This is what I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna put on my mask now because it'll just be a few swipes. And it's like primer. Or not primer, it's like a gray. It's not gonna interfere with steel too much. But what I need is a paper towel and some Q-tips. Last I used it for was the Mission Models. Mission Models, like Ghost Gray paints for the F-18. So this is what I'm using now. And this is lacquer based, so it really strips off anything and everything. I can't believe, like, you know, I mean, I am being more consistent now. And with a schedule, like, I know I do this for the community, for myself, not for, like, Twitch stats at the end of the day. But still, I have a tendency to, like, with any pastime, just go on these hiatuses and, like, do nothing. I mean, aside from work. I work. But, like, kind of just, like, either browse the web. And, like, I don't even game. And it's just, like, a month or two will go by. Okay,
I've taken pretty much a sabbatical from work as well, but I still, you see how long it takes me to do a model. I procrastinate and I do whatever, even though, you know, I'm
look at this, by the way.
Involved in the modeling community and streams and all that kind of stuff, but I still procrastinate my own stuff.
It really strips off. Okay, well, I'll have to funnel some in and actually power up the compressor soon. That's what I'm gonna do. I have one of these.
I use IPA. It's much cheaper.
I know.
I don't know how well.
I'm one of those guys. I like. Well, IPA isn't as strong as lacquer. Like lacquer, it's like it's making my throat hurt. Oh, thanks for the chat, by the way.
Yeah, no worries.
I wonder if we'll count as another member, so I'll send the message in.
I'm trying.
Yep. Thank you. So let's see. I mean, I want to fill this actually with water, mostly.
No, I haven't filled mine forever.
Because I don't want it to just
be,
yeah, I don't want it to just, like I did before, I let it evaporate and just kept spraying.
Basically what I do.
And some other time I'll clean it.
I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form. I do what I do. Everybody else does something different. Yeah. Figure it out.
All
Yeah.
experts in our own way.
Mm-hmm.
I know Plasmo has one of those sonic cleaners.
Oh, I have an ultrasonic cleaner.
Oh, nice.
I bought it for like $10 or something off of Amazon.
Yeah, they're not too pricey.
Oh, you got 3 viewers there.
Awesome. Welcome aboard, everyone. About to
Welcome
get
to Big P Stream.
Airbrushing. I wish I could change my stream name from like Big Pete Big Pete 1352 to like just Big Pete.
You can't unless somebody else already has Big Pete.
No, someone does.
Somebody has Capster. That's why the 00.
Yeah, that was my second idea. I mean, at this point, it's not worth making a duplicate. But
the funny thing is, I think the Capster name is me. I think it just forgot the passwords.
That's funny.
There is a couple of Capster streamers I've noticed, but they have less hours and time as me. But I do think so. I think I originally came on Twitch back in 2011 or something like that.
You're a vet.
No. I wasn't streaming then. I came on because of my son was streaming.
Oh, gotcha.
Now my son's been streaming that long.
I'm looking for my nozzle cap wrench.
That's why I think I forgot the name. I forgot the password or whatever to it, and it won't let me. Like, what if whoever's under the capture name has never streamed or never done anything? So like, let it go, Twitch.
Yeah.
It's time to release the name.
Yeah. I'm sure if you contact them, you can do something about it. So I'm looking for my nozzle cap wrench, but like I have the other wrench, but Iwata actually include. Oh no, this is it. This is it right here.
I very rarely use those twisted wire things.
Yeah, they're useful for just a couple, for like when you're deep cleaning.
I use the pick a lot, which you've got.
Yep.
Probably got the exact same thing. And I use the brushes, per se.
Mm-hmm.
I use pipe cleaners and Q-tips.
Yeah. I'm basically gonna, like, it's brand new needles, and, where's that? Brand new.
Fortunately, with the brand that I've got a Hardbeck Steiner
nice
airbrush, and I do not have to use a wrench on it. The way they designed theirs, it just screws on, and the needle tip comes out.
The wrench is no big deal. So I'm using.
Well, I think I stripped my cheap one down.
I'm using the 0.5 because most of the coverage will be not necessarily fine detail, just big large areas. So let's see. Here's the 0.3. Here's the 0.5. Gotta be careful with this bad guy. There goes nothing. I assume it's lubric. I do have lube.
Don't use lube either.
Actually, I should put the nozzle cap on before I
Does
project
it fit in the tip? That's all that matters.
Right.
Probably should put the tip up first, actually.
Yeah, I haven't pushed the needle all the way through. I'm just being delicate because I don't want anything to bend. There's the tip. It's snug, but
In my tip,
it's going.
I was asking.
It's going.
I asked Plastic about this because he has a similar model airbrush as I do. My needle sticks about 2 millimeters or so past the needle cup.
Yeah, mine is.
And he says his does not. So I'm like, have I expanded mine somehow by pushing it too far forward? I don't know. Still sprays.
Wait, I still need the. I'm doing this the wrong way. I need the cap after all. Is the
You
cap?
can spray without the cap,
Yeah.
but usually when the only reason you would take that off, and some people don't subscribe to this method, but is if you're trying to do thinner lines and stuff like that and keep from the dry tip. If you're spraying enamels, just put the cap on.
Which airbrush you got, Pete?
This is the Master airbrush, but I got the. I don't know. It's the $35 one. I have the Iwata right here, but I have I have nozzle confusion, which means like back in November, I got all my nozzles and needles mixed up, and I'm not sure if the new needles will work with the Iwata. And I'm not doing anything detailed, so I'm just.
That's where your what do you call it? Your micrometer will help you out.
Yeah, my caliper.
Caliper, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, calipers.
The nice thing I do like, I'm just throwing it out there again, the H&S, the Harder Steinberg, their needles come with grooved ends. So if it's 2 millimeter, they have 2 lines in it. If it's 4 millimeter, it's got 4 lines in it. Yeah, so it's just like, why didn't everybody do that?
Yeah, thanks for joining, Sniper, by the way. Appreciate it.
I was just wondering because I have that airbrush.
The Master airbrush or the Iwata or the Harbor and Steinbeck?
If you get the Iwata Eclipse, I have both.
I have the Eclipse. Okay, this needle fits the nozzle, so yeah.
That's the brush I started out with.
There's nothing wrong with the Master. I mean, I got a
yeah.
Check one. It works fine.
I barely used it. I've barely used it, and like I hear the first several months just be fine.
I do see the difference between an H&S and that, or an Iwata and that, right? You see the difference when you really get into it, but there's nothing wrong with using those other airbrushes.
Yeah.
Cheap airbrush. They do the same thing.
I gotta clean my Iwata.
You always have to clean your airbrush.
Now, a couple things. I have like a selection of secondary caps. I want larger area. So
don't forget to leave a comment in the chat, Sniper, so that way he gets credit.
Yeah, because I'm past 50 followers, but I need, like, as pathetic as it sounds, my averages to go up. But I set up a stream schedule, so that should help. Cool. All right.
You haven't joined the car build, Mr. Sniper.
I'm in the process of transferring the rooms with everything.
Well, it's 3 months. Time.
It might take that long.
No, it's not. That means 3 months with no modeling, and I know you're not going to get that long. So.
I transferred workbenches
for 3 months.
We still are going to have time in to play in your old room, right?
It's not safe to move around in this room right now.
Guys, let me know if this is too loud. Hopefully not, but I can turn down the mic if it is.
No, you're good. You're the streamer. You can do whatever you want.
No, but I like the audience to have good audio.
So, the room that we last saw you in, Sniper,
Yeah.
is not going to be your modeling room. You're moving over to the room that you said that your sister's stuff was in.
Yes.
I thought the thing was that you had to move stuff out of the room you were in, so you were fine. But now you're moving rooms again to another room.
Yes. I'm moving rooms
Why?
again
Why?
because I don't have enough space in the one that I'm in.
Guys, quick question. Are you experienced with micro pressure adjusters? Because I like the idea, but I've been confused by it.
I've just got a straight quick disconnect. So.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
all I
I
have.
have the quick
disconnect.
I have the
And I have an
disconnect.
adjustment on my airbrush itself as far as foot pressure.
Alright.
And like right below the tip, or where the quick disconnect connects, there's also a wheel there that can adjust the pressure. of the
Yes, I
airbrush.
see what you mean. Oh, cover. And I want to get once I get my water going, I want to get a splitter.
I do. I would like to have it. I've got a spare hose, but I do not have a splitter. I need to.
Once I can add
Sorry.
on that Kev, I'm in the process of
So-
cleaning all 3 rooms upstairs.
This is what I latched on this video. It does make a difference. So I mean, clockwise is just more pressure. So it started out with just somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
The only thing you gotta be careful about is it can fly off.
But I'm doing a car, Mr. Sniper.
I was working on trying to salvage a ship that can't be salvaged.
I'm doing a car.
Duck's doing a horseless carriage.
I'm doing a car.
Technically, it's a horseless carriage.
Is carriage is long term for car. Let it fit the group bill.
I didn't make him feel happy.
Peter isn't posting a picture.
I want the disconnect. Oh no. Oh, there's 2 disconnects. That's why. No.
Damn, just as I thought.
This is why I go on these long hiatuses, because like I overcomplicate things. There's like half a foot of plumbing in between my hose and the actual airbrush. But at least I can put disconnect it when I get the bottom. Alright, so here goes the test. First I'm just gonna boot this up. The compressor levels. Silly mistakes, and I flood it with some cleaner. And in the meantime, I will start.
I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but Petrie said she's going to join the car group build on her own.
Is Duck gonna let her have space to do it?
I don't know. He said he's seemed very interested in helping her, so she's going to kind of doing it on her own. So we'll see how that pans out. I said there's plenty of people who are very nice. So it's
I was watching J7, if you guys know J7. And he mostly does miniatures, but today he started a tank. That was pretty neat.
yeah, occasionally people jump into different genres. Like, yeah, Bone Shooter's doing a car. He normally does miniature.
Do you guys do the popsicle stick method? Or the alligator clips?
Or explain your bump-sicle stick method.
Oh, you'll see. It's a good method.
Are you talking about putting some type of putty or something that's sticking to the end of it?
Yep.
I tend to use tweezers or paint on sprue. I tried when I started using the whole really long toothpick thing.
That works too for
with the clips and stuff, with little alligator clips on the end of them, but got away from it.
So like ta-da.
Whatever works for you, like I always say.
Oh, yeah.
And
Whatever you find works for you, hey, go for it.
since that's a large, just as is.
There is no right or wrong way to model. It's all about the end result, is it not? Right? So.
Oh, I bought flocking for car
Flocking?
seats.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm assuming the interior is a different color, so I won't really worry. Anyways, I can.
Here's the key. When you this is crucially key to memorize. When customizing, okay, and trying to keep in scale, the key is smaller is better.
Gotcha.
You don't want something to look too large. It's better for something to look too small than to look too large.
All right, so brief moment of pause with the. There's my compressor on. Oh. Something ain't right. I think I just need to. It's on.
Before you put your paint in.
No, I'm not putting my paint in. I still have to clean a bit. I'm just debugging.
Yeah, I was gonna say spray just a little bit of water or something through it.
Oh, I'm gonna
Just
put
to make
cleaner.
sure it's not blocked.
It honestly could be that, cause
Okay.
like I did a deep clean with the needle and everything, but the barrel. Oh, wait, I have that micro thing on the side. Yeah, it's going through. It's just the micro pressure.
Yep.
And
No,
the,
pretty off.
the
I've
compressor
done that.
knob. What do you guys recommend for the overall pressure? Like a 17 psi?
I don't do enamel, so I'm probably the worst person to ask. I usually spray around 50 to 18.
Yeah, that's right. I was saying, cool. It's blown well, but still,
About
I-
right.
want to put some.
It depends
To me,
on
it's
your
cleaner.
thinner level, how much thinner you're putting in. Like I'm talking acrylics now, right? But it depends on how much thinner you're putting in with your paint, and also how much thin you want to do the lines and
This
stuff
stuff
like
burns
that.
my
So
nostrils. I'm honestly considering putting on my mask.
That might not be a bad idea.
This
you're
stuff
dealing
is
with
very
enamels
crazy.
and a lacquer, yeah, put on your mask. We'll talk over you, no worries.
Cool. And it'll add to the cool look.
I'm pretty sure Sniper and I can carry on a conversation.
Oh yeah. Ew.
I'm gonna look like a sniper with this.
Yeah, that's.
So I'm doing the bed paint right now. Roughly called a race car. Did you know that race car, whether it's spelled forward or backwards, still spells race car?
And this will be perfect right now.
That sounds like a kid.
Yep. perfect rubber chicken. Oh man, maybe take a break from my.
Oh yeah, this is really worth it. This is just pure thinner.
I use about a 50-50 mix.
This is just, yeah, same. And I have, it works well with enamels, but I'm just trying to do some barrel.
Something that also works good to clean your brushes out. Automotive paint thinner.
Yeah.
I bought some paint, brush cleaner kind of thing, and it works very well on my brushes. It was not a modeling specific product, but it works. I think I bought it off Amazon or whatever, which is why I say not modeling specific. But it seemed for my acrylic paints, it works very well for cleaning off the brushes. I did buy some magic soap, whatever you want to call it, magic cleaner for my to form my brushes back up, and I have mixed results on that. I tried to go through and do most of my brushes and get them all with that, but I think I'm just going to buy the cheap set brushes.
I think so far I'm just getting here. But I'm cleaning away. You can see the-
Okay, so first thing you do, Pete,
Yeah.
is put your fingertip over the end and backfeed a bit. Don't let it bubble, so it works on your. If it bubbles, does it
Yeah,
bubble?
It's going. It's going.
Okay, so bubble agitates, right?
Yeah.
You can also back
I'm
the cup off a
starting
little
to
bit.
get
Sometimes
through.
I'll do.
I think I need to actually empty this and do another round. This is like sludgy
This is-
water.
This is why you don't.
I know, it's just so lazy after that F-18.
Oh, I'm guilty of this myself. I get busy doing whatever I'm doing in a big airbrush and it drives me. That's why I try to make sure the last thing I throw through there is to clean it.
See,
Yeah.
that's
That's
what
my
I do.
opinion.
See, I had run out of cleaner at that point. And, let me just do, I'm gonna do some enamel thinner now. Since,
I'm lucky that like everybody jokes about me moving into my bathroom for the fucking for my modeling area, but it's not really a bathroom, but there is a toilet and a sink in here. So, my airbrush hose reaches to that little sink, so I have the capability of running hot water through my airbrush and spraying at the same time with air. So that makes a big difference.
Not only that, if you gotta go, you're close. It's embarrassing.
Well, technically, yeah, I could just kind of stand up out of my seat, but I wouldn't want to do that on the street. I mean, it's literally to my right.
I'm getting close.
Crazier stuff.
I'm getting close, I'm getting more bubbles.
The main thing is to you should get a really good bubble out of there when it works, and when it runs clear, you're not getting any colorization to your thing. Then you know you should be good.
I'm still getting a bunch of paint.
So, have you taken you put a new tip on there,
The
correct?
needle, everything is new, it's just the barrel.
Really?
Let me turn off the compressor. Compressor.
This is where pipe cleaners or those little brushes that you have take the tip and the thing off and just screw it through there, and that'll clean it up.
So we
Yeah, use that brush to your advantage. It should be a small, good brush on there.
The reason I did this also on stream is I knew I'd be so lazy to do it myself.
Oh, believe me, I've been here on stream myself. When I first got my airbrush and stuff, I'm like, dude. This is why Killer still gives me a hard time about putting my airbrush.
Right.
He is very OCD in his methodology in cleaning his desk after everything and blah blah blah. And probably Sniper and I. Oh yeah, that's a little. I could see that as it came out.
Yeah.
Hell.
OCD Bart.
No, Killer's way more OCD than Bart.
I'm very OCD with like instruction manuals.
He used to send Bart messages. My desk was just to give him the heebie-jeebies.
I mean, I keep my desk generally clean. The area in front, so I can move my keyboard and stuff like that. But yes, I do have pile up on the sides. That's part of the reason with having where I was, where I had two desks, where's the very head, and I just tended to pile up everything on there. So now I have all my supplies on the side of one desk. I got little shelves and things and all that kind of stuff. But I'm tending to be a little bit more organized than I was. But I am the guy that couldn't find his glasses on screen, and somebody in the chat pointed out, I think it was Warnock, that they were on my head.
Oh wow, there's still a lot of junk. This was Mission Models. Great name. I gotta get that out.
So take your tip off and use that little clean out needle, the little brass one. Put it up there.
Let me be careful with this needle.
Yeah, those needles are
Take the needle out.
They actually are. They're cheap, but the pain is intense if you stab yourself.
Take your needle out before you ever
The needle's out. The needle is out. Oh, the nozzle cap is clogged.
Alright, so now once you get that little tip out, put it somewhere where you're not going to.
Well, I got it clean.
And then take that and stick it up reverse wise. Yeah, stick that in there.
That's fine, actually. There's just a tiny bit.
You can feel if it's dried in there. But that's clean, you said. That was a new needle tip. So go up the barrel.
I am.
I hate those cleaners. They don't actually fit like they need to.
It's like I said, I don't use those things. I use that needle, that brass thing.
I'm working. I'm just kind of.
And the brush. What? Do what you're used to.
Yeah. I'm doing everything.
I'm just mentioning my go-tos.
Yep.
Like how I have an water wrench that fits all my waters except Eclipse series. Because you find out with the Eclipse you're not supposed to remove.
Oh, like a solid rock of paint came out. Where are my pieces?
You can usually see if you take your needle, and probably this is not recommended, but if you take your needle and push it forward into that tip, you can usually see it push out little pieces.
Yeah. I know what I need to do. I just need to do a final with some toothpick. Toothpick. That should be ready to roll.
You're holding your two viewers.
My what?
I said all your two viewers are still here.
Yeah. I am thinking about, because I got a capture card, I might do some gaming streams. I was thinking about a separate channel for gaming streams,
Yeah,
but
just do it on the same channel.
Yeah.
No worries.
it'll be a multi.
What are you gonna game?
RPG games, like Horizon Zero Dawn and Zelda, some Kingdom Hearts. One day I'll get a flight, like a real flight simulator set up, but I'd rather get a PS5 over a gaming PC.
You know, there's like right now on Epic Games, which is free to download, right? Epic Games.
Okay.
Right now, up until the 13th, Dying Light, the zombie game, is free, and also after the 13th, I think they have another medieval game.
Oh, look at
RPG
this
kind of
guy.
thing. It's going to be free.
Sounds, so that makes sense.
There you go. There you go. That's way a lot.
It's a whole lot of stuff.
I cleaned the
Yeah, you
needle, but I ran out of cleaner, so I didn't clean the barrel. I think
Yeah, definitely let stuff dry in there.
at this point the air should, everything's losing. I'm just gonna,
We can do a cooking stream.
come again.
We can do another cooking stream.
You know, that's kind of dangerous. Like, the setup for that, like, you're putting your setup near, like, a stove. But I'd do a cooking stream for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
go for it. I'd watch.
Okay. Okay. What I'm
There's
gonna
one I
do-
like, YouTube channel called French Cooking Academy. He does
Okay.
a lot of good stuff. Very practical. He does a lot of French cooking, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, he does some good stuff on there. I like cooking. I had the Once Cooking channel in the Discord, which I got told to take out.
Yeah, I dropped my novel cap. Gotta find it.
I don't know if because we didn't get a lot of people talking in there per se, but now that it's gone, people are like, "Where's the What's Cooking?"
Yeah, it's like trust us, we're winning modelers.
Well, I mean, come on, I put some cool stuff up in there. I mean, I like different things. Fury put we slaughtered a pig, and he did. You know, it's good to see different cultures,
Oh yeah.
food choices. You know. I did corn on the cob today, and steak, and from brown potatoes.
Did hot dogs and hamburgers yesterday.
That's so American.
Yeah, and the hot dogs cooked very quickly because, well, I'm gonna put stuff inside and I come back and the grill's over 900 degrees.
Chicken lips and assholes. So, I was in Iraq, and somebody had made a barbecue out of a fuel, a steel fuel tank, right? And we're like, hey, looks like a cool barbecue. It's been sitting there for a year, forever, whatever. So like, let's use this one. And we had bought a whole bunch of pork ribs, which are super expensive in Iraq. You know, to get pork in Iraq. Right? So, anyways, it was 4th of July or whatever it was. We had bought a whole bunch of these ribs and said, let's cook these on. So we put them on. We built up the fire, and we closed the lid on this thing, thinking that they're going to be safe to cook for a while. Well, we checked 10 minutes later, and they were burnt to a crisp. I mean, this thing retained the heat so well. They were like charcoal in like 10, 15 minutes.
Whoops.
We're like, oh, fuck, that was a lot
I'm
of money
just,
down the drain.
I'm texting my mom my stream link. She wants to watch my stream.
Hey, Mom. Let me hear you come in.
All right, and I'm gonna lube this.
No, don't talk about lube with Mom.
Yeah. No, I don't think she's joined yet. But yeah, I always that word lubricant, in whatever other context, like it's always a weird word, you know?
What would her name be? Which joins?
She doesn't have an account. She just used as a guest.
Can you join Twitch as a guest?
Like if you just open the link of someone's channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've recommended she get an account herself because she enjoys like arts and crafts, like crochet. I think she could do well on Twitch.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff on it. I actually, I don't know if you're familiar with Bumblebizzle, but she does a lot of crochet stuff.
I'm not familiar with
She
her
has her
per
own
se.
stuff. She's the girlfriend of Social Alien.
Social
You
Alien
see
sounds
her
familiar.
usually pop up in Duck Stream and Kid Checker streams.
Okay.
I don't know if she's American or not. That I don't know. I know that her and Social don't live in the same area. I haven't figured out how far that distance is.
I forgot something. I forgot the thing that bolts the needle in. 1 second. The nut. Let me just locate that. I mean, it's not absolutely crucial, but
Yeah, it is.
is it?
Yeah, because that's what holds the needle in place.
Yep. It's what brings the needle back and forth. How'd you lose the nut off? Oh, I know why. Okay, never mind.
I must. Well, because everything's been kind of mixed.
When you unscrew it, it tends to unscrew itself. Yeah. That's why you got to keep all of it. That's why this is my suggestion. I take a towel, paper towel, I lay it down, and then when I unscrew everything, it goes on that paper towel.
I'm gonna swap
Then
with the
I have one spot that everything goes.
I'm swapping with the water nut for now.
I don't know if those are interchangeable.
Seems like it.
About to find out.
Yeah. And this has like.
Well, you got to find your other one.
I will. But just for the sake of. And this has like a thing that adjusts your.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, why are you not using your other one?
Because I'm not sure if the needle will work. I think I needed water needles.
Do you not have? Did it not
Iwata's-
come with an Iwata needle?
Well, I have the needle confusion, so. Yeah. Okay. This is ready to roll
Iwata's-
again.
So the eclipses are 0.35 and 0.5 is what they are.
I could do the 0.5, but not the 0.35 as it stands.
But you have to have the internals for the 5 also.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some online shopping for that. It's tax season, so I gotta take care of taxes in the US first.
Do you have a Hobby Lobby near you?
I do, and I have a Michaels as well.
Okay, Hobby Lobby carries the Iwata needles and
Really?
all that stuff. Yes.
Really? I have
Yeah.
both. Hobby Lobby
You
and
can get-
Michaels.
Yeah, Iwata is carried by Hobby Lobby. In fact, that's where I got my Eclipse All-Star.
Oh, cool. I don't really need this wheel. That's just for showcase.
They're 150, so 160 bucks, and you get the Iwata cleaning kit
Okay.
for 30 at Hobby Lobby.
Gotcha.
Michaels isn't the best place to get model supplies because they have a very limited selection, and normally all their testers' paint is gone. Hobby Lobby's got Mr. Hobby, Vallejo.
Yeah. I mean, I buy a lot online, on like Amazon and
Why-
eBay. But still,
Why
it's
would
always
you
nice
use
to
a
buy
gloss? Why would you use a gloss paint on?
before you put decals on it?
No. I'm not saying a gloss coat. I say gloss paint.
So as you put flat on it, it'll flatten it, won't it?
Doesn't matter.
This
It is just.
I'm not gonna use this micro pressure.
This
thing.
is
I think
this is
it's
a post from Mink. That's what I find funny. They're advertising their masking putty, but they literally have a gloss paint in their stripes. I'm like, why? Here,
That is odd.
hold on. I'll share my screen with you, Sniper. So what I'm talking about?
What, green?
Yeah, look. Okay, look here.
Uh-huh.
It's very shiny. Why would you use a gloss paint green on a tank? It's never going to be gloss.
Cav, that's the putty.
What? That's not putty.
Yes, it is. That's putty. That putty is green on the inside. I've opened one of those cans before. They're green on the inside.
Well, they
That's
are
correct.
averaging. Now, come on. That's not putty.
Yes, it is. That is the putty.
Let me.
It's
take a
not
look.
that thin.
I can't tell. I'm not.
You can make it that
experienced
thin,
with
though. That's
Why
the
would-
color of the putty.
It's not that thin. That's pink.
Guys, why is this
Putty's-
continuously blowing air even when it's in full? Like the compressor's not even on. I'm gonna turn on the compressor. Is there like?
You have air just coming straight out of your
Yeah.
airbrush.
Without even.
Adjust your needle forward on your back end.
Yeah. I hope this isn't because I'm using the wrong nut. It's still. The needle is as forward as it can be.
And your front end is
I
screwed
can
on
see.
totally, correct?
Yeah. I can see. Oh, maybe the nozzle is loose.
Huh.
It can it be the quick? No, it can't be the quick release. The nozzle might be. Yeah, I mean it's imperfectly. I suspect the nozzle is loose. I hope I don't have to like end the stream without even getting a single thing of paint on.
What?
What do you mean? What?
Wait, so our
The nozzle
residents-
the nozzle tip, the nozzle cap like might have been loose.
our residents talks about everything crazy, cries. You know what I'm talking about? Cries Midwest Demo had done a picture of multiple sandbags on a sprue that he had painted and tried for diorama. And there were multiple different colors. And I said, out of curiosity, why different colors? My experience, so they'd be all the same color based on a lot of sandbags you've been given. Just ask. And a color would be based on the time period of the diorama you're doing.
Guys,
After
I
World War
fucked up.
II.
I fucked up the nozzle cap.
Okay. So,
I have
anyways.
spares, but
So,
hold on.
you're right. That is a gloss coat underneath.
So Cries came back and said, update. They are all now melting in a mason jar of glue. I did not realize glue melted styrofoam. Okay. He has plastic stuff on a sprue, so where does the styrofoam come into play? And why does he have a glue with a... I'm totally confused.
I broke the nozzle cap, but I have a replacement. I'm just fishing it out. Yep, that was probably what was causing the problem. Although I was so careful not to like over tighten, but considering I have all of those replacements, I should be able to locate another .5. Just give me a second.
I know I'm wrong for answering cries. This is going to turn into drama, but.
That's .2. Let me just, guys, I'm gonna do this with a .3. Doesn't really matter. Some of these are small.
Whatever works for you.
Just take a bit longer.
So, what type of glue?
Oh, hey, good day, Bruce. I don't know how long ago he said that, but I missed it.
Hey, Australia.
Hey, good to see you.
I don't know if he's still there or not.
I don't know
Nope,
either.
let's not see.
Ian, I'm just getting to airbrushing. These guys can fill you in. I did some inventory at
He's
first.
there. He's there. It was one showing you in the chat list. Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you.
Welcome in, Bruce.
I had to spend maybe half an hour cleaning the barrel of an airbrush, and I got a bunch of new needles. This is from when I was doing the F-18. I still had a bunch of gunk in, but I'm trying to airbrush these in silver, and I just broke off a nozzle cap that I am
All those caps bust off easily.
replacing. Okay.
You're asking what type of glue, and I'm like, where the hell did the styrofoam come from? It was on sprue.
Well, the thing
Yeah,
is,
styrofoam is also plastic.
well, the polystyrene, they're
The
styrofoam.
polystyrene, yeah.
It's not
The-
styrofoam, it's polystyrene.
It's a cousin to plastic.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't matter. It's on the sprue. It's plastic.
Yeah, I mean,
It should
they're
be
not
referred
identical.
to as styrofoam.
But the only
Stuff that
thing,
comes in a model kit is not styrofoam.
it's compressed styrofoam, essentially, is what it is.
Yeah, but
Is it?
come on. You should.
Yeah, actually, it is. It's compressed polystyrene styrofoam. So you're like styrofoam cups. It's the same material, just
Don't
compressed.
they? Don't
Okay,
they?
no, that's
don't
not
they
what.
melt?
That's not what he's saying though. He's saying the glue melted through the
Oh, no,
styrofoam
another
in
cries.
the diorama. Yes.
I think it's tight enough, but I just want to give it like one last twist. There we go. Okay, putting the needle in, saving the .5. I don't want to lose that. .5. I'll put it in this tube. And Ian, how's your day been going? I guess, what is it? I don't know if you're, I forget if you're in Eastern or Western Australia. My brother moved to Perth back in December. I think you're in Eastern Australia, you were telling us once.
I think it's around Adelaide.
I'm gonna be hard on him because he does not listen to anything anybody ever tells him.
Who? Australian?
No, not Ian. Ian listens.
Oh, Ian listens. Ian will give it
So,
back to you if you're not
I can give
listening.
I can say some things.
1024.
What I'm not
You're
gonna
in
say.
Central.
I'm talking
Okay.
about Christ. I'm talking about he tried to glue something to his starboard or whatever he's using as a base and melted. The glue melted the styrofoam. They're like, you use Mod Podge. It prevents the base from melting. It's Diorama 101.
Guys, I don't know if there's like a backstory to this, but what happened to Doomer? And if this is something you don't talk about, then that's fine. But I feel like
No.
something happened.
I will explain this very,
Okay.
very specifically.
What,
Go
Doom
for
or
it.
Leaf?
Yeah.
I still see him in the
a
Discord.
while ago. Yeah, No, not in the Discord. Not in the Discord.
I saw him in the Discord. Oh.
Doomer wrote in caps in the Discord. And I wrote to Doomer on a private message. It says, please don't write in caps. Thank you very much. It was very polite.
Jesus,
And
this is
Doomer,
what
without
this is
saying
about.
anything to me, left the Discord.
Wow.
And then about a month and a half later, he would not talk to me even when Duck streamed, if I said something or anything. He wouldn't even say anything to me. So at one point he started engaging to me, and I said, "Why? Hey, let me ask you, why did you ever leave the Discord? I never quite understood that." He said, "I had a disagreement with one of the administrators. I didn't like their attitude." So I don't know if it was maybe somebody else, but I was the one engaging him.
Honestly,
at the time.
it was probably
So-
a combination of things, and that was just like, what broke the final
So
straw.
either way, he left. That's where
Okay.
it comes from.
No, that's
all the facts
enough of it.
and as transparent as I can give it.
Guys, how do I do this? I can't fit the .3. It should be able to fit in a master airbrush. Unless I've swapped these. Let me see if in theory
You have to swap.
the barrels. Yep. I know what happened. See, I had a double whammy of just multitasking with airbrushes and...
See, the easiest thing to do is if you're going to do multiple sizes, just get 3 different airbrushes and mark on them what the sizes is, so you
Yep.
don't have to bounce between the needles.
Yep. Good call. Yep. Good advice.
Especially with those as cheap as they are. The only thing I don't like about them is their needles aren't the greatest.
Yeah, but that is such a cop-out answer.
I had a needle that wasn't polished at all.
No. I'm talking about your Discord. Styrofoam and sprues are both melted by model glue, as both are polystyrene. Yes, model glue melts sprues, but they don't melt them like you do on Styrodur, per se.
Some people don't know that your XPS foam is just the same material.
In a way, yes. No.
I had to do the obvious thing there. Just to be
I'm
sure
just
to cover
saying,
that
you and I are
piece. I know.
talking. I'm just smacking you in the back of the head.
I know, but you gotta explain it to people. As a buddy of mine put it, sometimes you have to pull the crayons out and break it down party style. I've had to do that.
I've said this time and time again. I have absolutely no issue teaching somebody that wants to learn. But when I
Sniper.
have to explain the same thing over and over and over again,
Hey, Ian.
Hey,
I don't
Hey,
want to
Ian.
explain it anymore. See you.
morning
Yeah,
all.
Pete.
Welcome in.
Good morning, good evening, good night.
No, morning. It's 10:30.
What was you gonna say, Pete?
Where roughly are you located?
Southwest Iowa.
Southwest Iowa. Okay.
I don't think you're in Ohio.
I always think I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, I always think you're in Ohio for some reason.
No, I'm close enough to I'm close enough to down in this corner. That's almost. Am I Nebraska? Am I Missouri? Or is it Iowa?
Someplace equally as flat.
Oh, it is not flat here.
No, it
I
doesn't look
actually
like that.
live in a valley.
Yeah. Very hilly there.
Iowa. Yeah. What's the capital of Iowa again?
Des Moines.
Okay. Honestly, Sniper, you gave me the best skill modeling advice, or last 5 months span.
Holy.
Get 3 different
Wow.
brushes for 3 different needle sizes.
Yeah, with those it's not bad to do, but if you're gonna do like I wanna,
Can I clip that?
at $150 an airbrush kit, it's not worth it. Should you clip that? Yeah, you probably should clip that.
Alright, now I just gotta
Wait, hold on. Your highest elevation in Iowa is 1,600 feet. Your lowest elevation is 480. Your average is 1,100. So your basic difference, lower or higher, is basically 400 feet. That is not a lot of hills.
Well, they look big if you're up close to them.
I still live in a valley.
Just saying.
I still live in a valley named
If you lie on the ground
after.
and look up, they look that big.
I'm like somebody from say Austria or Sweden be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Wait.
Mount Crescent isn't too far from me.
Ian, so
Literally.
central Australia, is that like Victoria or my
No, that's
geography's
eastern.
off?
I'm in
Okay.
South Australia.
South.
Yeah.
You're
He's
on
in
Adelaide,
Adelaide.
right?
Adelaide.
Yeah, I'm up. Yeah, I'm near the border of Victoria and New South Wales, so up on the eastern side of South Australia.
Your natural vegetation in Iowa is tall grass prairie and savanna. I don't think that sounds like hills.
It. You also have to remember,
Go along
Kev,
with him, Kev. Just go along with him.
Iowa is one of the
No.
only other places in the world that has the less hills.
It's Sniper. I'm not going to go along with him. I'm going to confront everything he says.
The only two places the less hills are is Iowa and China.
You mean less hills in Iowa? So
Yeah.
that you're saying you have less hills?
Yeah, less hills. The lush. That's why the soil around here is black and fertile.
You literally have Great Lakes next to you. You know, come on.
No, I've got the Missouri River within
Yeah,
30 miles.
Missouri River on one side and the
Mississippi on the other.
Savannah or Mississippi or whatever on the other side. So yeah, flatland.
Yeah, there's about a 300-foot drop in some points.
And the Sioux River. Don't forget the Sioux West.
Guys, I'm like at my wit's end. I now got the needle like in through here, but it's still getting stuck here.
Yeah, jam.
Well, like you said, you might be using the wrong needle with the wrong brush.
Yeah.
Christ. Let me swap again.
If
measure
you know
the
that's
diameter
where-
of your original needle and then measure the diameter of that one. See if they're the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have the calipers here, but I really didn't
What
wanna.
what needle are you
Print this
trying to
out.
use that you know
I'm
that
trying to
it
use a
works?
0.3 now.
Yeah, but did you change the tip?
Yes, I did. It's not even going towards the tip yet. I think it's jammed, as Ian said.
I think you got the wrong
Where
needle.
did you? Yeah, he may be trying to stick a
got a-
Mastercraft needle in Iowa to airbrush or vice
Yep.
versa.
Yeah.
I've swapped like 3 times and...
That almost looks like an Iwata needle.
It's a
No, I got this from the Master Airbrush pack. It's a 0.3.
Maybe it's-
this one's bigger.
Okay, maybe it's the 0.5.
No, I made
Oh,
sure
it's
to
bigger.
get it from this tube. The 0.3 tube.
Yeah, but did they pack it right? You know,
I think they did. I'm banking on
that's
me just...
that's the fear I have with
confused.
those sort of airbrushes. Is just this fucking around. I'd rather get a different airbrush for a different size.
Yeah, that's what I'm... So it goes through smoothly all the way up to here.
I walked all the way back just to say this. With the H&S airbrush, the needles are marked by grid lines on the back end, which is 2, which is 3, which is 4. You might groove marks, which is smart.
Yeah, it is. And so they should do them all. All manufacturers should mark them.
I like how Master Airbrush. Oh, used by Disney. It's like, really? Ever seen Disney use them?
Oh, and their artwork, they would.
Yeah, it won't fit. It simply won't fit through the Master Airbrush. Unless I have paint
Wrong.
backup.
That might be a possibility because
But
those brushes are bad about doing that.
If you take your little tip off, you should be able to push it through backwards and clear out your paint.
Good call. Well, I'm just gonna... I'll be very gentle. So it's getting stuck
I
like.
got one of those
Here-
tips.
here's an idea. Here's an idea, Pete. Take everything that you
This
have
is
that's
where it's stuck.
Mastercraft.
It's stuck like here.
Pete.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Pete, take everything that you know is Mastercraft
Okay.
and mark it with your enamel paint on the very end, the reverse end, not the needle end, with a certain color of paint, like orange or something. Then you know all your, because you're never going to clean that very, very end tip part.
Yeah, I'm just
right?
gonna use this Tamiya like green acrylic because it's obvious.
Yeah, whatever color.
Yeah.
Mark all your Mastercraft ones a certain color on the very end. Just dip it in there, whatever got to be. Let it dry. Then because you're never going to clean that end, right? And then you have no problem with those mixing with your Iwata stuff. You could even take them off by size and have little tape marks and know 1, 2, 3.
See,
Yep.
I don't even know. Like, I don't even know if this is Master Iwata. This, I guess, back knob or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, I was so hopeful.
That's. Give me 1 sec. Is that? Let me.
That's the needle chuck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the Iwata needle chuck. Actually.
Okay.
Is it knurled?
It's just, where's the other one? I have them.
Yeah.
kind of all
Well, I'm trying to
bundled.
both of them so I can tell.
I need this round. So, this is the spring. I want to be careful with that.
No, just throw it around the room. That's all right.
If that's the Iwata, where is, this is the actual.
Okay, the one that doesn't have the adjustment on it, the back
Yeah.
piece, is the Iwata.
Right, I know that. Here's the other spring.
So your master airbrush chuck piece has
Right.
full checker knurling on it. The
Meaning,
Iwata does not. It's straight line. You know how like checkering on gun stocks is?
Sort of. You mean like the striations?
Like cross section.
Yeah.
Cross
It's
section.
got cross hatching in it.
Yeah.
The
So this
Iwata
is the
one does not have.
Okay. So this is Master Airbrush. I'm gonna mark it.
Straight no.
No, that's straight. That's like straight like gear cut.
Oh, so that's
That
the
is-
Iwata.
Iwata. Yes, that's
Okay.
Iwata. If it's straight gear cut, it's Iwata. If
All
it's
right.
got like cross hatching in it,
I'm just trying to figure out where I put the other one then. Hold on.
I'm just
See,
glad I have
this-
both airbrushes here.
You may feel funny that you're drinking this on stream, but you're getting help. That's all that matters.
No, that's
Right.
true.
That's
And maybe
cool,
it's helping somebody else. Who knows?
You're
Yeah.
just
You
lucky
know.
you've got someone here who has both airbrushes.
Mm.
Yeah. Looks like I'll need a third one.
I think Ian has a Iwata,
Yep.
correct?
I've got two Iwata airbrushes.
Two. Nice.
What was your
Yeah.
what was your cheap one you had before that?
I've got a couple. I've got two badges. They were
Badgers.
cheap.
Sounds like it's going in Australia. It's getting colder.
Yeah, it is here.
Yeah.
Having lots of rain. Had to get my
What's the
little electric
temperature
my little
in
electric spray rug out
in-
yesterday.
In C,
Oh.
I'm pretty good with both Fahrenheit and Celsius.
Yeah. Today. let me have a look.
So where belts are you at?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in Boston, Mass.
Oh,
I'm a mass hoe.
I think you were going on vacation to there. You said.
Well, no, my folks have not a summer home, but they have a home on the Cape Cod, Mass. If you guys know where that is.
You
the part
said
that
something you were going to. Sakumi no say ka.
Ka? I don't know. I didn't grow up with in kind of a community.
You don't have a
There's
very
only a select
positive
few.
past.
Yeah, there's only a select few people that have the. I mean, I can kind of pretend, I've been smoking for 5 years, so my voice sounds like this. I can kind of fake it. I mean, it's awful. My Boston accent is pretty awful.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, okay. So here's the checkered one. I found it. That's the master, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm,
Nope.
I'm marking it.
I needed to get in focus better.
Yeah, but I can tell it's definitely checkered.
Yeah, the checkered one's that.
Okay, and the spring, it's just there. One is wider, like the spring with the part that the needle goes through. One is wider, one is slimmer. Other than that, they're the same. And
Let
one
me turn
has
part real fast.
Whichever one fits best on each needle chunk.
So I'll see how
For
the
the same
needle
length.
goes through. This
No,
is a master
still
needle.
blurry.
I know.
This one's for you in memes. You know where. Ian.
Yeah.
All right, this is definitely water because it won't go through at all.
Yeah, good one.
That's funny, Kev.
I was trying to find the one. I saw one today where somebody had a fly trap, and it was like a foot deep of
This is the
flies.
master.
And they're like, meanwhile in Australia.
I have all the components, I believe.
That's how we do it here, anyway.
Yeah.
Why is there three Americans? No, two Americans.
Yeah,
One-
pissing in the same urinal. I have no idea.
You're Cav, you're Canadian technically. Well, you have dual citizenship, right? Or triple.
I was born in Canadian. I left when I was 16, and I moved to the States. Yeah, and then left the States when I was 18.
Where in
Like you
Canada
said.
are you from again?
Vancouver.
Okay. Oh, so Western Canada. I've only been to Eastern
So-
Canada. Because, like, Montreal, it's not a far drive from Boston. It's like a 5-hour drive in Quebec. Is it Quebec or Quebec? I've heard it said
Quebec.
both ways.
It depends.
So we-
Depends.
Was you
Right.
there, Kev, when they were filming Due South?
No, that was after my time. Coincidentally, what was it? What was the Superman one that was a TV show? Superman and Lois?
Lois
Or
and
was
Clark.
it- No. Was it? The one with the girl that got fucking convicted of a cult and stuff. Amanda or whatever her name was. Was it Lois and Clark?
Lois and Clark's the only one I know of. Had Dean Cain in it.
Actress. Cult. Alison Mack. Okay, she was in. Okay, Alison Mack. Superman. Was in Smallville. That's why. And I knew it was a different name.
Okay.
Smallville was filmed a mile from my house.
Oh wow.
And there was another, I think, was it the Psycho? I think was also filmed about a mile from there. You can always tell
I'll be right
a
back.
Canadian TV show when it's filmed in that area because of the rain. I was like, oh, okay, I know where that.
Are you guys sure the checkered is the Iwata? Doesn't seem like it. Seems
That's what he said. I don't have an eye water brush.
No, The checkered is mastered. No, he did say checkered is mastered. Master. Okay.
Looking at mine is straight. I've got a checkered nut that clamps the thing, but the actual long bit is straight.
Gotcha. Okay. This should finally work. If it works, I'm in declare. I'm praying there will be some sand in here. And it still gets jammed, the needle itself. But that might be like a lube problem. You might need more lube. You just apply some directly onto the needle. So why would this not go through? Everything seems to fit, and the tip of the needle is like stuck here. What's causing the blockage? Got a very vein. No, I don't want to damage it. I am at my wit's end, to be honest. I'll be honest. I'm very much at my wit's end. But I don't know. I don't want to give up per se. Or let me put it this way. I'm gonna give up with this airbrush situation. I've marked everything. I'm gonna put the needle in its... Oh, well the other thing is I forgot this, but the needle won't even go on yet, so go in. I could do the 0.2, but it's not worth it. I'd rather get the 0.5 and... I don't know. I'll do some more sprue cutting.
I don't know whether you're clicking the channel as you're about to type and be in, but it keeps saying you're about to type something.
Yeah, I've done it now.
I was like, I just kept posting.
Oh, I haven't even been looking.
Yeah, I've linked it to the picture. So. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'd love to like set up my stream where, you know, people in Discord can also share their content, because this has become more so the focus. Hey Analog, how's it going? I think the connection wasn't so good on his end. So let's see. I'm back to where I was before airbrushing. I was just saying, you know, this is kind of like my new prized possession, this Ford engine blue, which I've been loving.
Yep. Ford GM engine blue.
GM engine blue. It does technically say Ford GM engine blue.
Does it? Does it really?
And I believe in the
laptop.
Yeah, I believe they really did collaborate back in the late 60s. But
okay.
Yeah, so
Ford.
Sorry,
GM.
no airbrushing today. Although what I'll
Ford
do is
GM collaboration on 9-speed and 10-speed engines.
I'm not gonna tune off just yet because I'm enjoying the company. But what I will do, like, I'll definitely prime some parts tomorrow because
that was more recent.
I'm painting multiple segments here at once. I'm kind of skipping ahead, but I want to make sure like I've put everything in baggies. Like these are all the steel colored parts, and the manifold came out really nicely. And some I will prime as per Cav's advice. Not really advice, but
I did not say don't prime.
No. I mean, you shouldn't feel bad about it. You gave me a pointer that it can work well. Some colors can work well without priming. And actually, the steel on the black really looks nice.
The whole purpose of primer, right, is to make the paint adhere better, right?
And
It
it points
depends on-
out
and-
imperfections.
And point out imperfections, yes,
Right.
when you're trying stuff, right? But what I was saying earlier, I think maybe you misconstrued it,
I might have.
is that sometimes the base coat, like I was talking about the chrome, they say to use like a gloss black that'll make the chrome show up better. Sometimes you prime to a certain color to better show off your base coats
Right.
by picking if you're going to prime. So I'm not saying that you have to prime or don't prime. I'm just saying, like Tamiya, I think Tamiya sprays well enough that you don't, for the most part, acrylic Tamiya, right? You don't really need to prime it. It lays a nice coat on there, but some will peel off without a primer. Some Vallejo or some things like that, especially if you're handling it.
I know it's a case-by-case basis, because it also depends on the plastic, the molding of the plastic,
Sure.
or the polystyrene. But I don't believe it's fused together, because back to Sniper's point, I think, the plastic is cast in a mold.
It's injected.
It's injected.
It's injectable, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's injected, but it's still a liquid.
Yeah, it goes in as a liquid. Yep.
Yeah. So this is that
Really?
piece
Come
I was talking
on.
about. 500. That sits
Right.
above.
Price
really
needs
getting
your
it.
help, Kev.
That sits
Price
above
needs your help.
the engine. So I'm just gonna get
Yeah,
out
come on.
some of these chrome pieces, and I probably will call it, seeing as the airbrushing didn't work out today. I will call it soon, but I'm just getting out a few pieces in for this upcoming kind of segment. Still very much the initial part of the build, but the engine is, as Cav was also saying to both of our points, the engine is what I really want to highlight, and that's where I'm gonna put a lot of the time in. No touch up.
Well, that's his problem. There you go. Clamp down. Really, does anybody really need to recommend an airbrush holder?
I
An
know,
airbrush
what
holder is an
sort of
airbrush holder is
friggin'
an
question
airbrush
is
I
holder.
mean, this is an airbrush holder.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly.
that holds an airbrush.
I'm not even looking at your screen right now. And I bet you're showing me the one in the airbrush pot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
the
is.
one in the airbrush pot. But
Yeah,
it can-
exactly what I just said to him. I said I typically tend to use the one in my airbrush pot. Yes, I do have an airbrush holder that clamps to my desk, but I have no clue where it is.
Yeah.
I haven't used it in months.
I had it in a holder, but it wasn't clamped down. It fell out because he wasn't not being freaking careful. That's his problem. He's just
Yeah, I know.
If you look at oh yeah, the resolution is, or the focus is better. Like, this is that engine cover, I guess, and I'm definitely gonna go with. I'm not gonna strip off the chrome. I like the way the chrome is finished, but there are two valve cover options, and there's ones that say Cobra on it and ones without. So I'm definitely doing the Cobra ones for sure.
Now look, check out and see if those raised lettering are actually a different color, because then you got to
Yeah.
dry brush them per se to get them to.
On some reference pics, they are, and I can definitely mask and dry brush, or I can get a pen. I can get one
Yeah,
of those
pen.
acrylic pens. And I'm definitely getting a pen, because when I did the Chevy Camaro and I did the chrome finishing, that was a bitch. Like, doing that. Like,
you guys. I highly, highly, highly recommend getting the SMS Hyperchrome pens.
can you
They
maybe
are
post a
friggin'
link
awesome.
in the Discord?
Yeah, I could do that.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I've got large and small. They turn out just like chrome. They're friggin' excellent.
Bare metal foil is another thing for chrome finishes you can do. Let's see.
Yeah, like I said, I use bleach to strip my chrome off, but I don't know. I haven't been able to replicate that chrome like I thought I would.
That's one modification I'm not really looking to make.
Now I will say, who was it? Killer brought up a good point. If you take yellow, clear yellow, for instance, I use Tamiya clear yellow, and put it over chrome, it comes out with a very shiny brass look.
Nice.
And then I also tried.
I have brass enamel.
I did try also clear orange over the chrome, and it came out with kind of an orangish chrome look, or brass look, or copper look. I'm sorry, copper was trying the word I was looking for. But the clear yellow over the brass came out with what I think would look as a shiny brass look. I think better, because I was trying to do brass once before on a model, and I had to come up with something, and I was like mixing around with my paints and golds and stuff, trying to come up with a brass. But over the chrome, it came out very well. So just as a, if you've got that part chromed already, it needs to be brass, then there you go.
Yeah.
Clear yellow.
Well, SMS make brass and copper and all that. And spray.
Yeah, I have a copper Tamiya, and I used that,
Nice.
but I didn't think it came out as shiny as one thing. Now, a lot of my copper.
Oh, by the way,
piping
I'm
that
just
needs to
gonna.
be next to
I
the
am gonna
engine.
go in a couple minutes, but I do want to mention get Paint Rack. You can do all sorts of cool stuff in that app with scale model
Paint
paint.
wrap.
Paint Rack, like a rack of things. I put in a link in the tips, or I put in a couple screenshots on the Discord.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, highly worth it. The free version is good enough, but if you want to pay $5, you can like mix paints together and see what resembles other brands. So it is.
I think
quite
somebody
worth it.
was talking about model scale or something earlier.
Maybe.
Probably what you referenced. I can't find anything now that we've sorted out the channels. I can't find anything. And
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
it's-
mostly everybody complains about. It's like I couldn't find anything before.
All right, I'm
Well,
gonna
right. I
I'm
don't
gonna
see it.
be going
I'm gonna come back.
in a moment. I'm gonna see if we can raid someone.
Oh, you didn't put a link. You just put a picture.
No, I put a couple screenshots.
Yeah, but you didn't put a link to it.
Well, the title is in one of the screenshots. Paint Rack. You can just search it.
Oh, so I gotta look it up. Oh my god, no.
Yeah, I could share the link, but
You
it
are a
depends
poor
what.
poster, sir.
There you go. There's a couple of links there for
All right, we're gonna raid PewDiePie.
Marker. You put no links
we're
or
not gonna
nothing
do
that says the
PewDiePie.
actual title in there.
I'm gonna
You wrote
raid.
one link.
So I'm gonna raid Sassacas.
You put
She
one
she
picture in there.
does
That's all you put.
crochet.
crochet.
Yeah, but it's in makers and crafting.
It's for his
I've
mom.
been I've raided her
Aw.
streams a few times.
For the mob. Do it for the mob.
Yeah.
And post some links, because I see one picture. That's all you put in tips and tricks.
I just put a couple of links in.
I know
I'll
you
put
did.
a link.
I see that.
I forget. Do you
Well.
need square brackets around raid or the name of the channel?
You don't have to put anything else. You don't have to put anything. Just put the link in.
No, I'm talking about raiding
Oh,
from OBS.
/ raid and then the channel name.
Gotcha. How do square brackets?
There's also a way to do it through your fucking thing where you click the button or something. That's how you
Yeah.
do that.
I do mine through OBS.
Yeah, I'm doing it through OBS.
I just write / raid and then the channel name.
Okay. Well, we
Raiders.
going in now. See ya, guys.
You go in.
All right, cheers, Pete.
Hey. We're still in Discord. He's like,
Yeah, we're still in
"Hey."
Discord.